Hi, this is Ken Go of the Oregonian, and here are my 3 takeaways from the weekend in college football. First, big thumbs up for Portland State. Very impressive performance by the Vikings on the road at FBS, North Texas. The Vikings hammered North Texas 66-7, dominated the game in all phases. A week earlier, I thought Portland State's inability to throw the ball really hurt the Vikings in a loss to North Dakota. Not a problem yesterday. Portland State quarterback Alex Caressa passed the ball effectively, and really the Vikings did everything right. The game cost the North Texas football coach his job. I hate to see anybody lose his job, but Portland State and interim coach Bruce Barnum clearly are on the right track. I don't know what Coach Barnum is doing to make his BarnyBall philosophy work so successfully, but maybe he should pass some of that knowledge on to Oregon and Oregon State. Number 2, I was at Oregon's loss in double overtime to Washington State. The Ducks had a 10-point lead with 8 minutes left and couldn't hold it. Really, there was the last part of the fourth quarter was a team-wide meltdown. The Ducks went conservative on offense, couldn't move the ball. The defense couldn't stop Washington State. Really couldn't stop Washington State all game. The Cougars mostly stopped themselves. Oregon did get a good pass rush occasionally, though I thought a lot of that was WSU quarterback Luke Falk just holding onto the ball too long. Afterwards, Washington State coach Mike Leach seemed to think that he was surprised that they didn't win the game by more than they did. That was the kind of confidence that Washington State had going in and had throughout the game against Oregon. And I think it's time for the Ducks to really reassess where the program's going. The season isn't over. There's a lot of talent on the team. It's time for the Ducks to try to circle the wagons, figure out what's going wrong, come up with a plan to fix it. They don't have much time to do that. They got a game Saturday at Washington, and the Huskies are, I'm sure, salivating at the thought of being able to win this game against Oregon. The hated Ducks. The Oregon-Washington rivalry is bitter, and Oregon's had the upper hand. I think Washington's really looking forward to that game. And number 3, poor performance for Oregon State at Arizona. That was a game I thought that the Beavers really had a chance to win going in, but it didn't happen. An Arizona defense that had been woeful just shut down Oregon State's offense. I think offense is going to be a problem the rest of the year for the Beavers. Other teams in the Pac-12 have excellent coaching staffs. They've got a body of work now to study on video about what Oregon State does, what the strengths and weaknesses are of the Beavers' offense. And I think the result of that is what you saw Arizona do. You have to understand, Arizona's defense is beat up. The guys that shut down Oregon State were not Arizona's top players. I think that's a bad sign in the weeks ahead for Oregon State. But again, like Oregon, there's a lot of the season left to play. It'll be interesting to see what Coach Gary Anderson does now as far as getting the troops rallied and try to salvage something out of this season. So this is Ken Go, and those are my 3 takeaways from the weekend in college football.